Good evening, Interworld. Sergeant Slack here from Banana Bun Productions. Welcome you back to this, episode 56 of my hardcore Minecraft playthrough. In the last episode, we did a little bit of mining and kind of ruined some things. Basically, I had an enchanted pickaxe, and it was up there where that stick is, and I knocked it out and it disappeared, and it was very annoying. So, this episode, we're going to have another mining chat. We'll get onto that in a minute. In just a brief second, but in the meantime, in this episode, so, the idea behind the mining chat is we have a little chat while I do the mining, and then it gives us plenty of stuff to talk about. What's going on down here? Oh, I'm about to find out, aren't I?
Sergeant Slack's hardcore playthrough.
What's over there? Nothing. So, I don't know how well the highlights are going to work in this episode. You guys will know because you'll have just seen it. Obsidian, you can go in there because I can't be asked. Ooh, I've got loads of that stuff. So the question is, do I just keep repairing my efficiency silk touch, or do I go for another enchant? Yeah, I think I'm going to just repair it, you know. It's just that much easier. So where are my diamonds? They've been with redstone and stuff, weren't they? Nope. Nope, haven't got any. Okay, so bosh is what I'm going to need. And I will... yeah, you can do. Yeah, you can do. Yeah. Sweet. Oh, I've got bonus XP there as well then. Oh, dragage. Oh, so good. Pick. Good. Oh, there's one there. There's one just there. It's almost like I knew what I was doing when I put that. 34. Oh. What if I rename it? Smooth speed. That costs 24 just to rename it. Oh, should have looked up the enchanted books. 34. Well, I could just put a load of coal down and mine it up again. I do actually need some coal, so let's do that. Oh, I'm hungry. I am hungry. Not a time to be getting spiked on my baby cacti. So a little bit of decoration. Just nicely in the middle of my house. Just put that there. It does strike me though that this isn't the best way to be going about things. Maybe I'd be better off just, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm almost gonna do it. Books. Oh, why so much faff? Oh, I got one book there. Oh, I've got two bookcases there. That'll do. Nicey. Things you gotta do sometimes. Bosh. Yeah, 30. Unbreaking 3, efficiency 3. That was quite a good decision. Not quite as fast as you, but will last a little longer. Take you... Oh, no, I'm not. I'm lying. I'm not going to do that at all because I actually do need some coal. I see, it's not slow. It's actually working out quite alright. So I'm going to learn from the mistakes of last time, he says. And I'm not going to put gubbins where it shouldn't be. Which makes absolutely no freaking sense, granted. But there is method to my madness. You, go in there, need you. Coal, I mean you. Where does Flint live? think you probably live in here with ground things. Oh, I've got a bunch of coal in here anyway. Whatever. Oh no, hopefully I'm going to find more, so I'll just take that. Don't need you. And I probably don't need you. I definitely don't just need like one book on its own. Is there no paper in there? There's no paper in there. Put it in there then. That makes sense. And I'm sure I had one of them on me, but it seems to be in there now. Good, so I'm going to need some torches, because we're going to do some mining. It's a lot of torches. Maybe going to drop a set off there. Yeah. Then, good. Good. We will bring that just in case. Oh, no, I don't need it at all now, do I? Go back there. Don't need you. Do not need you. Right. Away! So, last time I introduced the concept of the mining chat. Just have a slurp of tea there. So the mining chat, the idea is, I've got to do a load of mining, and that's confusing sound effects on the floor there. And that's really quite boring to have to deal with. So, the idea behind the mining chat is we have a little chat while I do the mining, and then it gives us plenty of stuff to talk about, rather than just me going, oh look, there's some rock. Excuse me, that tea got caught in my throat. Which way am I going? That way. Onwards this way. So, I thought we could talk about a couple of different issues, and in the last episode we were talking about, well, I was more babbling about property and ownership and copyright and those things. And I was trying to communicate that copyright, more often than not, doesn't work in the benefit of the copyright holder. I mean, see, this is one thing I'm keenly aware of with my job as a musician and trying to self-release my own stuff and things. Because in music, you've got two types of copyright. You have the intellectual copyright and you have the publishing copyright. So the publishing copyright is owned, believe it or not, by the freaking record company. That's right, the record company hold the publishing copyright. So basically their argument is that they're paying for the music to be recorded, so they want some ownership of it. Which is kind of like... it sounds reasonable and logical, but it's really not. And we'll get into that, why it's not on the way. So the other is the intellectual copyright, which is basically owned by whoever wrote the song. So this can be split if someone did the music and someone else did the lyrics. If, say, Elton John did a song that was an old poem, then the person who wrote the poem would have some... Well, I'm saying poem really weird. It's poem, whatever. Oh, yeah, put that there. That makes sense. Oh, do it again then. It doesn't make any sense, Slack. So, you have the intellectual and the publishing. So, the publishing is owned by the record company on the basis that, well, it's owned by whoever enabled the recording to take place monetarily, which more often than not is the record company. But say you financed your son's album, then you would in fact own the publishing. And the intellectual is owned by the person who wrote the song. It can be split, that's what we're up to. It can be split if you've got a couple of people involved in the writing of the tune. So, for instance, on a CD, when you've got a band and it says split written by blah, blah, blah and blah, then the intellectual is split between those. So, this sounds like win-win, right? It sounds like the person who wrote the song has some pretense of owning it and those kind of things, and then the person who helped the artist to record it also gets, you know, a little bit of recompense for their efforts, even though their efforts are largely just monetary involvement. They don't actually add to the art form. Oh, whoa. I want to see what's up there. I don't want things dropping on me. How am I for... I'm supposed to be mining. I don't really need that much redstone. Go away. Go the frig away. So, where are we up to? Yeah, sounds like both parties benefit. Like it's win-win, right? But it's not. It benefits the record company a hell of a lot more than it benefits the artist. For instance, you have a lot of bands that are now in the situation where they were signed to one record company, like with Fishbone. They were signed to Sony, I believe, the beginning of their career. And Sony were very good. They helped them to record their first few albums, and they released them, and they got them lots of publicity and all the things that record companies are supposed to do. But then, and this is where the system falls down, and it becomes obvious that it's just benefiting the rich, like they need another break. They now won't let Fishbone re-record some of those songs. So the first album's worth of material that Fishbone wrote, that they wrote the music, they wrote the lyrics, they did all that kind of stuff. They are now not allowed to use their tunes because they've had a falling out with Sony, and Sony are being all like, about it. So basically, because Sony own that intellectual copyright that we were talking about, they're not allowed to re-record their own songs. I mean, it's stupid. Why? There's no other reason for this other than monetary gain. Sony think they could make money out of it, and so they're going to sit on it. It's like just sitting on land, and or name sitting. If you're going to use a name in an MMO, do something with it. Don't just sit there. I'm guilty as most people. Well, not as guilty as some people, but I'm guilty of it too. I sometimes pick names that I want and reserve them, but it's always on characters I intend to play. Some people are just speculators. They will get whatever it is, be it land, music, names in MMOs, and they will just sit on them. Or domain name squatting. They're speculators as well. They don't actually do anything. They just get out there. I know Slack, there's a skill and a talent into knowing what domain names are going to become popular. Yeah, but you're not actually doing anything. You're not creating anything. You're just exploiting people, which is bad. It's a bad thing to do, to exploit others for your own gain. If you can exploit others for your mutual gain, then that's something entirely different. And you could argue that the people who are domain name squatting are doing that. But are they really? I mean, you can argue for most things. It doesn't make it true. So, with copyright working this way, it's easy to see why a lot of people are frustrated with the music industry. I mean, me included. The whole Napster thing, that was just another affront. I mean, that's a whole different topic, but this is where copyright has been abused, because you really think Lars Ulrich needs that money? You know, do you really think he needs to sue a 12-year-old girl and ruin her life for downloading his songs and not paying him for it? I mean, whole different topic, Slack, whole different topic. Stay on target. And where are we? I'm surprised that I've actually managed to go this far down this branch, to be honest. I expected that this would die off sooner rather than later. So you have your two types of copyright, intellectual and publishing, and the publishing goes straight to the record company. This enables the record company to become a speculator. They have a massive back catalogue, but they have a massive back catalogue which they sit on, and which the artists themselves, the people who wrote the music, are not allowed to use their own music that they have created. This is stupid. There's no reason that someone else should be in charge of whether an artist can record their music or not. It's just, I don't care. You can argue till you're blue in the face that, oh, without the record company they wouldn't have made it, blah, 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 blah. The record company are not doing anything. They're just sitting there making money. They're basically like a bank. But you can't put culture in a bank. I mean, banks are stupid, but that is a whole other chat entirely. So, yeah, that's basically what I was blathering on about last time. Hopefully it makes a bit more sense to you now that there's less blathering. Hello? What's going on down here? Oh, I'm about to find out, aren't I? I totally blame the sun that was shining on things. Is it just a hole? It appears to be just a hole. A hole with some resources. So hopefully there's no lava in this hole. I'm about to find out. Is that diamond? That's freaking diamond! I haven't found any yet today, have I? Ah, just... Shut up. No, get out of the freaking... Oh my god, this is the hardest flow system to get out of ever. There we go. Whew. Let's light things up and then harvest me some resources. No, 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 don't get stuck in there again. Oh, come on. I can't even jump up out of it. That is diamond. Diamond on bedrock. Good. 2. Oh, it doesn't even pay for the pick that we used. I haven't used much of a pick though. Look at that. It's still on green. That is good job. Because 2 diamonds, is that going to be the floor to the world? Nope. Good. Colt, get me at the hole. Good. Oh, no, 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 not again, not again, not again. Screw you. Right, I'm supposed to be up here. Don't need that. So, you know what? Bonus! So I've got 17 levels, which is good. So yeah, my problem with the record companies owning this copyright is that it then places them largely in control of the work of another person. They've not done anything to benefit. They have not created any wealth. They have not created anything apart from debt and servitude and exploitation, which is horrible. I mean, art and music and stuff is supposed to be about love and beauty and truth, man. It sounds proper stupid when you say it like that, but I mean that's what it is. It's supposed to be sharing like a feeling or an emotion or a message or even just something stupid, sharing that little interaction with another person. And yes, record companies allow you as an artist. They're very attractive for you as an artist because they give you a lot of opportunities. They open a lot of doors. They already know people who are good at production, who are good at recording, who are good at songwriting, and can give you a hand in a step in the right direction. But ultimately, it's another one of these systems that's become massive and sprawling and corrupt. And it's everybody that pays for it. It's not just like me, the artist. Oh, go there. It's not just me, the artist, that pays the ultimate price with this. It's you, the consumer of whatever said art is as well. Because, ooh, 20. I'm getting kind of full, but I'm going to press on. It's you, the consumer of the art, or the intended recipient of the art, that suffers as well. Because you're now in the situation where, I mean, look at the modern recording industry. It has so little to do with music. The very fact that shows like X Factor and stuff like that exist shows how far the system has come from what its intended usage was, which was a way to distribute music. Well, not its intended usage, because it was always intended to make money, which is rubbish. I mean, money's rubbish. You can't buy happiness, is what people say. I mean, we've kind of created a society where you can buy a lot of these things, but it's ultimately not that important. What's better is to have lived... What's better, to have lived... What the hell? Oh, it was... Yeah, gravel. What's better, to have lived a good and full life where you haven't really, shat on anyone, to a certain extent, or to live a life exploiting others and ruining two sets of people's lives. So you can either help those around you and we can all get on together, or you can just, you know, shit on people for your own end. I know which I would choose, but again, this is... I'm full of gubbins. That would be another chat for another day. Because I've decided as well with the mining chats, there's certain things you don't talk about, yeah? You know, everyone always says you don't talk about religion, you don't talk about politics, those kind of things. But guess what the next two chats are going to be about? You've guessed it. Mac and cheese. No, religion and politics. Right, so I'm going to need to rock back and unload my bags. So, to summarise, the copyright thing that has been created looks like it's designed to benefit the artist. It looks like it's designed to benefit the masses, the consumers of the art. In fact, the person it most benefits is the record companies. The people who sit at the top with the money don't create anything and make a load of money out of other people's hard work and toil. And I personally don't think that's right. That's yeah. Why is that there? That should be swap you with you. Swap you with you, so I can get onto it quicker. Yeah, I personally don't think that's right. I don't think that's a great state of affairs to be in. I think that's only going to cause problems because everyone, well, you know, one person benefits and everyone else loses out, so that one person can benefit. I don't like that. I don't think that's good. I don't think that's going to get us anywhere as people, as a species, as mankind. That's very destructive, in fact. One person benefiting while lots lose out, that's kind of like a parasitic relationship. And it's not a good thing. So, that's my issues with copyright. That's why I say things like, can't own property, man. Because you can't, it's just wrong. It's just an exploitation of someone else's hard work, which is sucky. I mean, it's kind of the same thing that Google do with advertising on YouTube videos. Don't talk about that. Wow, there's a cat somewhere. There he is. Hello, are you still bugged? Or do you want to come for a walk? No, you're still bugged. Have a torch. Yeah, I put a torch in you. Now I won't be able to... Shut up. Just stay there. Back, and what I'm actually going to do, get me some chests back down here again. After I got rid of them all. Damn, this be a noisy minecart. After I got rid of them all, I'm going to now get some back. So here, I really don't need 3 of those, but it's really not too much of an issue having 3 of them. 6, that'll do me nicely. I've got nothing to swap. I'll just throw them on the floor. So then when I've done... Why does everything look rubbish? That'll do for now. Lapes can go there. Redstone. Ores can go in the other chest full of ores. Really? Good. And then redstone can go in there now. Redstone. We'll have diamonds down at the bottom. And rails. All that kind of good stuff. I really don't need that much leaps out and about, do I? Bosh. Bosh. And yeah, bosh. Not collecting much of that. Good. Put you in there. You can bounce up, and if you're going to bounce up and down, you can go with me here. Gravel. Got some gravel, pup. Boom. Iron ore. And then boom. Gold ore. Oh, just enough. Still have to make me a tower of pimps. don't know why, I'm just quite keyed into the Tower of Pimps. From, if you guys don't know what I'm on about, it's from the Rooster Teeth boys. I think it comes from one of the, like, one of their first Let's Play Minecrafts. If you haven't watched the Rooster Teeth Let's Play Minecrafts, go do it. I'm somewhat of a fanboy when it comes to the Rooster Teeth lads, but I think that's because they're doing really good stuff, to be entirely honest. They're doing some really fun, exciting things. I could do that, can't I? Yeah. And then just put some things back in there. Good, so we want to go back down the tunnel we were on, which was that one, and I'm just gonna... What the... Whoa, whoa, what did... what was that? It sounded like a creeper drowning to me, and... whew, scared the pants out of me. I'm not a fan of creeper drowning sounds. I'm not a fan of creeper sounds, to be entirely honest. They a little scary. What have I done down there? They appear to be done. Oh, there's lava at the end of that one, so that's good. There's all stuff in the floor down this one. What is all this stuff in the floor? Got some lapes. Lapes be always useful? Well, not really, but it gives XP, or XP. Dunk. Well, that's useless. So let us ignore that. We can do that when we go down a level again. And, oh, look at the time. Well, I'm all back to where I should be. I'm ready to go on the next mining chat. I got a few cases here for dumping off of stuff. And, yeah, ready to get going next time. So, this is Sergeant Slack from Banana Bomb Productions saying thanks very much for watching this episode 56, my hardcore Minecraft playthrough. Comment, like, subscribe if you did. If you have anything to say about the issues I've been talking about, copyright and ownership in that sense of copyright, then feel free to start a debate with me in the comments. I will answer back, and not just in a horribly belligerent sense. I will take you on, I will discuss things, or if you wanted to continue this debate more publicly, then you can do so on Twitter. My Twitter is @BananaBombProds, but it's also linked in the description. So jump on Twitter, give me a shout, and we could discuss this further if you would like. Well, I did not know that was there. Is that where I got my first diamonds? Like, can't remember. That was so long ago. So, comment, like, subscribe if you did. I will catch you next time, guys. Ta-ra.